let it do its magic, okay? I actually crave this a lot. This is my very balanced meal. Hello everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another what I ate in a day video. Today I'll be showing you guys everything I'm eating. It's gonna be a full day of eating. Today's gonna be a busy day. I have a lot of filming to do, a lot of work to do. So I'll probably be eating some really easy, simple, lazy meals that I can whip up really quickly. And I also thought I would touch a little bit on how I count my calories and how I go about doing that because maybe that's interesting. I know some of you guys were wondering about that. So yeah. I'll let you guys know how many calories I eat today. By the way, I don't usually plan out like, oh, I'm gonna eat this many calories today. I just kind of go about it as I go. Today's video is very kindly sponsored by Skillshare and I'll talk about them a little bit more later on. So I already have my coffee as I usually do because I gotta have my coffee before I start filming. You know how it is. And then I got ready because, you know, long day ahead. Gotta put the face on. Now let's have breakfast. It is about almost 8 o'clock. We're gonna have some breakfast. Let's go. So I gotta eat some of this rice. Apparently it's been in here for 96 hours. Yeah, so it's been warm, so it's fine, okay? These rice cookers are amazing because apparently it keeps your rice warm and not super dry for 96 hours. What? Anyway, I'm gonna make a breakfast bowl, a brekkie bowl. I'm craving it. I think you've seen me make it a few times, but we're gonna make it again because I'm craving it. All right, so the most important thing you'll need when you're counting calories is a food scale. It's super important. You need a food scale. They're not really that expensive. I think they're, oh, sorry, mine is a bit dirty, okay? No judging. Yeah, they're not very expensive. I think you could get some for like, I don't know, $15 on Amazon maybe. This is very handy. Not just for counting calories, but just like cooking in general. And of course you'll need like, you know, measuring things. But anyway, we're gonna take some tofu that I got from the, woo! It is exploding. Hold on. So this is firm tofu from the Korean store, but one thing to note is like when you buy firm tofu from like the Asian store, I don't think it's like as firm as you might think because I feel like, yeah, it's still pretty soft. Like this would probably be more like medium firm tofu, but whatever. Anyways, let's cut it. To track my calories, I use MyFitnessPal, which is an app, and they have this function where you can scan the barcode to get the nutritional information so you don't have to search it up all the time, which is super handy. So that's what I'm doing with the tofu package, and then I just weigh the amount of tofu I'm going to use with the food scale so that I know exactly how much I am eating. So I recently got this non-stick pan, and this is like super non-stick, so I'm not gonna add any oil. I'm just gonna cook the tofu on this non-stick pan, but you can always add a little bit of oil. It's usually like, you know what? Let me add a little oil. You just have to measure it out so that you're not using so much oil, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna use half a teaspoon of oil. Probably not necessary, but it does make, you know, your tofu taste a little better, so. Now, even if you're not tracking your calories, I think it's a good idea to start measuring out things like oil and sauces and dressings. These things tend to be pretty high in calories, and a lot of people just mindlessly add these things into their meals without even realizing. And it's also completely unnecessary. So it's something that you could easily avoid by just measuring it out. And it's really not that hard, guys. Just use a little tablespoon, okay? So into the same pan as I'm cooking the tofu, I decide to also add in some king oyster mushrooms, which are so good. And I'm also going to add in some broccoli as well. So I usually just do tofu and broccoli for this bowl, but I decided to also add in some delicious king oyster mushrooms. So one of the tricks to cooking tofu, especially like medium firm tofu, is to let it cook for like a while, like 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then it'll start browning on one side, and that's when you want to flip it. Otherwise, you might have a hard time flipping it if it might break. And so yeah, the trick is to just let it do its magic, okay? All right, so while the tofu is cooking, we're gonna prepare our rice. So I'm just gonna add a bit of rice into a bowl, and of course I measured it out. And then I'm gonna add in 2 things. We're gonna add in some tamari or soy sauce, and I'm also gonna add in some sesame oil. You just need a tiny amount of toasted sesame oil, and seriously, it is so delicious.
I literally just add in half a teaspoon of the toasted sesame oil, but it is super potent and so flavorful that it comes through completely. So you just need a tiny amount and it's so good. And of course, to season the mushrooms and tofu and broccoli, I am using my trusty garlic salt. Yes, guys, if you don't have garlic salt in your life, please add it into your life. Another recommendation I have, if you want the tofu to taste more eggy, then I would recommend adding in some black salt. So that's gonna give it a really kind of eggy taste. So it almost tastes like you're eating a fried egg, which I don't know, maybe you like that, maybe you don't, but that's an option for you. And now once the tofu and mushrooms and broccoli are cooked, we can pretty much assemble the bowl. This is how I usually like to structure my meals. I just have a main carb source, so rice or bread or pasta or noodles, and then I also have some sort of vegetables, and of course I have to have a plant-based protein source, so either tofu or tempeh, beans, lentils, things like that. So that kind of balance is what helps me feel really satisfied and full, content. I know that if I have a really high carb meal, but I don't have a higher protein source, then I feel really hungry very quickly. And same vice versa, if I just have a high protein meal, but lower carb, then I don't feel as satisfied. So I like to have this balance. And of course, I'm gonna have this brekkie bowl with a little bit of kimchi, which goes so well with this. And if you guys need a vegan kimchi recipe, I will link one down below.
And here is the finished product. I'm so excited. There is the rice that has been seasoned with soy sauce and sesame oil. There's some pan-fried king oyster mushrooms, some tofu, broccoli, a little bit of kimchi, garlic salt, and that's pretty much it. I actually crave this a lot. Whenever I want like a really savory, filling breakfast, this is what I have. So I'm gonna enjoy this and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yay! All right guys, so I've inserted my calories and that breakfast was 400 calories. So I either measure things using a scale, which I think is probably the most accurate, or I just use like a cup or measuring spoons. So for rice, I just use a cup just because it's easier. I had about a 3/4 cup, and then yeah, same thing with everything else. With the mushroom, it was about 100 grams, half a teaspoon. So yeah, it's super simple, and that's my breakfast. So I use MyFitnessPal for this, for those of you guys that are wondering, and then you can look at the macros, for example. So that breakfast was pretty good. I had 23 grams of protein, which is gonna help me feel more satiated, satisfied, and yeah. Okay, one really important thing to note is that I do not take into account what it says here as my goal. That's not actually my goal. I don't try to eat 13:10. That is way too low for me. I don't know how I can change this. I think I can change it if I set a different goal, but I just leave it because this thing does not know me as well as I know me, okay? So I know for a fact there's no way. 13:10, no way, I can't do it. I just don't pay attention to this number. I just pay attention to the calories I'm eating and then the calories I'm burning, which I track through my Fitbit, which just automatically tracks based on my activities. And yeah. All right, folks, so it is, why is my closet door always open? All right, you guys, so I'm ready to start filming my video. I had to get some things ready. It's gonna be like a full day of production, but anyways, so I had to do a lot of preparation and just like put things together, and now I'm looking all ready to film. But first, I'm gonna be taking a class on Skillshare, which brings us to today's sponsor, Skillshare. For those of you that don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of different classes that you could take in the comfort of your own home. They have so many different classes to choose from. This is perfect for anybody that just wants to learn something new, develop a new skill, or just explore an interesting topic. This is a great place to learn new things and just develop yourself, especially during this time when we're kind of living in this like uncertain time. I feel like it's really important to keep growing and learning, explore things, and to keep your creativity alive. So Skillshare is a really great place to do that. So they've got so many different classes on various different topics: photography, videography, anything creative like drawing or graphic design. They also have classes on entrepreneurship and digital marketing and so much. Now, before I begin filming, I'm actually gonna be taking this class. It's called DIY Product Photography Style and Shoot Creative Stills. It's by the photographers at Mango Street Lab, and it's all about product photography, and that includes like like food, I believe. So this is something that I struggle with, okay? I do this for a living, but I'm not very good at like, you know, using props and adding in little bits and pieces to make the dishes look interesting or anything like that. So it's something that I do struggle with, so hopefully it'll inspire me. Okay, so if you are someone that wants to explore some creative interests, or if you are just bored and you just want to have something to do during your spare time, then check out Skillshare. The link is down below.
And for the first 1,000 people to click the link down below, you'll get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. And after the trial is over, it's only $10 a month to continue your premium membership.
So what are you waiting for, guys? Click the link down below and join Skillshare today. And I am about to go and take this class. So thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm having a little snack, which I bit into before I forgot to show you guys. This is actually one of the recipes that I was testing out yesterday for the video I'm filming today. These are gingerbread donut holes. And yeah, it's super good. So I'm just eating that before I begin filming. All right, you guys. So it's actually 3:30. I was filming for a while, and then I actually had a coffee meeting, which I totally forgot about. Well, I didn't forget about it, but anyways, I went to go have coffee in the middle of the filming. Came back, finished the filming, and I have not had lunch yet. What is my life? I mean, to be fair, I've been like snacking on things as I've been filming, so I wasn't like super hungry, but I'm just gonna make something really quickly because I don't really have time. I still need to do some like finishing shots for my video. I need to take some pictures and stuff, but like I feel like I need to eat lunch now because it's like really late and I don't have time. So I might make something instant. I just like really don't have time. Okay, let me just see what I have. Folks, I'm making instant noodles, okay? So normally when I film, I'll have like food left over. So like I'll eat the food that I'm filming, but today I'm filming desserts. So I don't wanna eat dessert for lunch. So I'm gonna eat some noodles. I'm just gonna make bibimbap, which is like spicy cold noodles, Korean style. I'm just gonna add a little bit of like something and make it a meal. So yeah, not ideal. I was gonna show you like a super easy recipe, but like honestly, I'm just being realistic and I just need to get this done. So yay, let me make the noodles. In the interest of quick and easy meal, I'm gonna also add in some veggie chicken tenders from Eve's. I haven't tried this, but it's in my fridge and it's super quick. I'm just gonna microwave it and just add it into my meal so that I have some protein along with my instant noodles, because if I just have the instant noodles, I will be super hungry and it won't fill me up at all. So I'm gonna add some of this in here. I've never tried this. I don't think I have anyway. So I'll eat a little bit of that with the noodles. So these are the noodles I'm using. Basically just an instant spicy noodle. Yeah, it's good. It's quick and easy. Now I do want to eat some vegetables, so I'm just going to cut up this one head of baby bok choy and quickly make a bok choy Caesar, just using my Caesar salad dressing, which I already have in my fridge. If you guys want the recipe, I will link the recipe video down below. Gotta have some greens, you know? You gotta have the veggies. So I'm gonna add about, I would say, half a tablespoon of the Caesar salad dressing. One of the things I do sometimes to lighten the calories a little bit on the dressings is I add a little bit of Dijon mustard instead, a little bit extra. So there's Dijon mustard in the vegan Caesar salad dressing as well, but I'm gonna add a little more to balance it out. So I'm just gonna mix this. Let's plate my random lunch. See, lots of veggies. That's one head of baby bok choy. And then I'm just gonna mix the noodles in here. Ooh. So this just comes with the dressing or the sauce. Mix that. The noodles might taste a little like Caesar salad. Let's also add some green onion on top. And then we've got the veggie chicken. I don't know how this will taste. All right, so this is my very balanced meal. We've got the carbs, the protein, and the vegetables. Yes, so I'm gonna eat this quickly and then I'm gonna finish up filming and then take some pictures and also clean. Oh, it's a long, busy day. So, yay. All right guys, it has been a very busy day. It took me a very long time to clean everything and do all of that stuff. And I've been snacking like a little bit like on the desserts I made just because, you know, gotta do the taste testing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just taste testing a bit, and also I had a little bit of orange juice. Sorry I didn't show you because, I don't know, I was just kind of like mindlessly eating, and then I was like, oh, I need to show you guys. But y'all know what orange juice looks like, right? Anyways, I'm not hungry yet. It's 7 o'clock, but because I had a late lunch and because I was like taste testing a lot of things, I'm not super hungry. So I'm actually gonna go to the gym, do a short workout. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be a short workout, but I don't really feel like working out. So maybe like a light workout. I'm already really tired. So we'll see. I think I might do some cardio and then maybe just some upper body training. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have something to eat when I get back. So I will report back soon. Okay.
After my workout, I decided to try something that I've been wanting to try for a while, which is Savory oatmeal. I was scared of this. When I first heard of the concept, I just couldn't wrap my head around savory oatmeal. But I've seen it many times at this point, so I decided I'm gonna do it. So I'm taking a little bit of oil. Once again, I use half a teaspoon always. And then I'm gonna add in some onion, diced onion. And then I'm gonna add in some garlic. I just have some minced garlic here. It's probably about half a tablespoon. And then we're just gonna saute that a little bit. And then we're gonna throw in our oats. Yeah, I know, strange. We're just throwing in some rolled oats along with about double the amount of water. And then I'm just going to mix this and then of course bring this to a boil. Now, if you can't tell yet, I'm basically trying to make like a congee or rice porridge, but instead of using rice, we're using oats. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're also gonna add in some soy sauce at this point, and we're also gonna add in lots of black pepper. And of course, we have to add in my favorite thing ever, which is toasted sesame oil. Yes, you must have this for your porridge. It is so, so good. And let's also throw in some chopped green onions. And while that's cooking, I'm also going to cook up some soy curls. So I have these soy curls that were already soaking. So I'm just gonna throw that onto my nonstick pan. And if you don't know, soy curls are basically dehydrated soy pieces that you can add into any meal and it soaks up flavor and it's amazing. You basically just have to rehydrate it and just throw it into whatever. And it doesn't really have that much of a taste. So you just can season it however way you want. And it works as a great protein option for your meals, and I love it so, so much. So I like to cook the soy curls until they start to brown a little bit, and this time I wanted to keep it like really simple in terms of the seasoning. So I'm just adding in a little bit of lemon and herb seasoning just because, I don't know, I just reached for it. It was there and it's simple. There's already some like salt in there and it's, you know, pretty flavorful, so I just added some of that. And guys, let me just tell you my experience with savory oats for the first time. I love them. I highly recommend trying out this congee recipe. It is so good, it's so easy, and as much as I still like rice better to use for congee, this is so much quicker and it kind of gives a very similar experience and it just works perfectly. The texture is perfect. And it's just awesome. Highly recommend trying this out. If you like savory foods, try out the savory oatmeal. Trust me, I was a skeptic myself, and now I'm a believer. And for dessert, let me get some vitamin C up in here. I'm just having one orange for my dessert. I love having an orange for dessert. They are pretty filling and they satisfy the sweet tooth. They are obviously very healthy, and I mean, do I need to really explain why oranges are good for you? Probably not.
All right, my friends, it is now the end of the day. I am looking all kinds of a mess. It is now 9 o'clock. I'm gonna take a shower and just get ready for bed. So I did cut my calories. I guess I should show you guys what I ate. One thing to note about cutting calories is like sometimes you just can't really be, I mean, it's like almost impossible to be completely accurate. So I don't try to be like super accurate. I try to, you know, count as best as I can. I try to measure and weigh things as best as I can. But like I said, I was just kind of like picking at a few things as I was like cooking and as I was like making food. So obviously it's not going to always be super accurate. So when I do that, when I like pick at random things, I just kind of add some like extra calories into the day. Once again, it's like never going to be completely accurate, but gives you a bit of an idea. So today I ate around 1900 calories, a little less, like 1889 or something like that. Give or take a little bit, because I don't know exactly how much I was eating as I was like taste testing things. But yeah, 1900 is probably on like the slightly lower end of average. Usually I eat over 2000 calories a day because I'm moving around a lot and I do a lot. So I burn over 2000 calories a day on a regular basis. So I usually eat more than that. So when people ask me like how many calories do you eat to like lose the weight, honestly, every single day is different. I just try to eat at a small caloric deficit each week in order to lose the weight. Although in the last few months, I haven't really been eating at a deficit. So it's been kind of like maintaining. But yeah, I don't really have a goal in terms of like, oh, each day I try to eat like this many calories. So yeah, hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully that was helpful to some degree. If you want to watch my weight loss video, I go into a little bit of detail of what I did to lose a little bit of weight over the last few months. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for spending the day with me. It was a bit hectic, so I don't think I filmed as much as I wanted to, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I really need to take a shower and crawl into bed because I'm so tired. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave me your comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to check out Skillshare. Once again, the link is down below. Click that link now and join Skillshare. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!